23 years old. Meanwhile, Peter Barrett will turn 34 years old on Monday. Hopes for a very happy birthday.
Are set to go with the next bout tonight. 3 rounds this scheduled in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. His background, Muay Thai and wrestling. At 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in 145 and 1/2 pounds. In 14 professional fights, his record, 11 victories and 3 defeats. He fights out of Somerville, Massachusetts. Here is Slippery Pete, Peter Barrett.
What up, everybody? You better learn.
And across the octagon, his opponent fighting out of the red corner. A freestyle fighter, also standing 5 feet 10 inches tall. He weighed in at the featherweight limit, 146 pounds, and holds a record of 9 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Inglewood, Colorado, by way of Casablanca, Morocco, here is the Moroccan Devil, Yusuf Zalal. And your referee in charge is Mark Smith.
Third man in, Mark Smith, for this featherweight bout. That's Peter Barrett.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick, kid. So Peter Barrett said easy money in that feature that we ran earlier.
Fight's on.
Peter Barrett's plus 375 is the biggest underdog on the card tonight. We'll see how easy that money is. Minus 475 for the fighter in red, Yusuf Zalal, who starts with a leg kick.
Yeah, not only a leg kick, but going down to that calf early. That's something that Barrett's going to have to adjust to. You see already the footwork, the way he skates, and he'll juke you out. He'll go one way, then the other way, and get you.
Spinning kick. Can Barrett survive there?
Right back, Pete.
He's trying. He's trying to get back up to his feet. He's got to cover up. These shots are hurting him.
Trying to shake it off is Barrett. Zalal looking for a quick night at the office.
Wow, he's got this single leg. He could survive here.
Unbelievable.
Yusuf on the neck. He's going to look for knees here. If he doesn't get this guillotine, his head is right there for shots. Smart move for Yusuf Zalal to get the distance.
Off his feet to try to deliver the knockout blow. Now he'll be patient.
He's so slick. Yusuf, he's so calm. 23 years old. It blows my mind. The composure this kid has in the octagon already.
And we'll see how the cobwebs are clearing for Peter Barrett after that.
Nice body shot there from Yusuf. But as we've seen, Barrett is tough, man. He just ate a straight-up flying knee to the face. And is still pressing forward, but it's the movement, Brendan. That's the big difference.
Yeah.
In doing research with Pete Barrett, he's so tough. He's a grinder. Another knee to the face, but he's a little stiff, a little slow.
Zalal had a knockout that went viral via flying knee in the LFA, which got him his UFC shot. And he's showing off some highlight reel material early on here.
The Moroccan Devil. Listen, I've trained with some Moroccan kickboxers, man, and they are tough. And you see it in Yusuf Zalal. They love flying knees. They love elbows. True Muay Thai practitioners, these guys.
And Zalal trying to put strength to match his movement. He thought about dropping down to bantamweight, but did some tests at the UFC Performance Institute with the experts there. They said you'd be at 0% body fat to get down to 135.
Do you want to die?
Yeah. So he's been focusing on all strength when it comes to strength and conditioning.
And shout out to the PI for doing that for these fighters. Some guys that are, maybe don't have access to that are a little confused on where they should be because they see other fighters, oh, I'm dropping to this or that. They think they can make these lower weight classes, but I like that they're testing them and making sure that if they can do it, they can do it safely. And if not, stay where you're at. Keep winning fights.
But Barrett still with it, still right in his kitchen. Blue collar Boston tough fighter. That's what Barrett promised to deliver, and he's still right in this one with 2 minutes to go in the first round.
Yeah, I think he's got to try to corner him here. He's doing a good job now, cutting him off, landing his own shots. There we go. Much better work there from Pete Barrett. Now he's in close. He's clinched. This is where he's got to keep Zalal up against the fence and work. Use that wrestling pedigree, land these knees, anything to slow this youngster down, right? Because if you let Zalal just dance around and skirt on the outside of the fence, he'll pick you apart.
Now with the body lock here, Zalal trying to keep his feet, doing a good job of it.
Suplex there, but good job from Yusuf to fight the hands and drop his weight.
Peter Barrett had a full camp in preparation for this fight, so he's ready to grind it out, ready to make it tough for 15 hard minutes.
You see Zalal trying to lock up this Kimura here, but that's really just to defend that takedown. Here he is in a bad spot for knees again.
Barrett escapes. Back to the center we go with 60 seconds to go around one.
Here, Barrett's corner, hands first when he's going to throw those kicks.
Let's listen in more to that corner, led by UFC veteran Joe Lozon.
You need that left hand. There you go. Move forward and throw. Let's go, 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 go. Okay.
He definitely wanted ice.
All right, Lozon getting ready for the end of round one. See if we get there. Oh, kick up top. Zalal gives him the Mutombo finger wag.
When Pete Barrett's having his success, it's when he stops Yusuf Zalal from being able to escape the outside of the cage there. He's got to not only follow him, but cut him off. He's got to start figuring out how to set traps for which way Yusuf is going to go and bait him into that, Brendan. So if I want him to go to my right hand or left hand, force him that way.
Second round coming. E2 in the first 5 minutes. That was
I've seen so many fights in the last few weeks when I'm mixing things up, I swear to God.
So second round, Barrett confident in his gas tank here. Again, just a couple of weeks notice for Yusuf Zalal, but he does train at elevation in the Denver area.
Good advice from Barrett's corner, saying, listen, you're doing a good job cutting him off, but you got to let something go. And they said even if it's feints, doesn't have to be big punches. Nice calf kick there from Zalal.
Zalal goes grappling.
Nice job.
Barrett knee to the body and reverses position along the fence.
And this is what he's got to try to do. He couldn't have asked for a better situation here. He's got his body lock.
I mean, kind of surprised for Zalal to initiate that.
Yeah, you know, but we've seen in his fights, he mixes things up well. Yeah. So he probably thinks if I can get on top and land my ground and pound, let my elbows go, I can get a finish too. Or a submission, which we've also seen out of him. So I don't think it's that big of a surprise, and we don't know what his gas tank is feeling like right now. He does do a lot of movement, Brendan, right? Yeah. So anytime you're constantly moving your feet like that, it's like jogging. There you go. Nice takedown.
And he's got the back here, too.
Right to double hooks in.
So the stern warning there from Mark Smith after that first hammer fist attempt, and now he's trying to fish for that neck.
He's fighting for that choke.
Where's going down?
Is that Zalal talking in there?
Yeah, Barrett, I think they're talking to each other.
Barrett calm here. As he keeps his feet and he'll try to slide out the back.
Just a tough position to hold for an extended period of time. He's trying to shake him off the top, right? You see, because Zalal's holding on to that choke, he's going to just start tipping forward. He is sliding off, but he's still got the position.
Hooks in for Zalal as Barrett tries to sneak back.
And that's what Zalal's got to try to do, is hip in and extend Barrett out and look for ground and pound and ultimately find the rear naked choke. But this is what he wants to do, soften him up, little shots. Now a good job from Barrett to get up to a seated position to fight this choke. Because the worst spot you can be in is belly down, flattened out with somebody with both hooks in, just punching you in the side of the head. There's no way to defend it. And as soon as you go to defend the punches, you're leaving your neck open.
Barrett tried to loosen him up. Switching the grip now is Zalal as he goes right arm under chin.
Right, for what Barrett's got to try to do here is turn into that choke. Turn toward, oh, now, see, he doesn't want to let it turn into a neck, a crank here, yeah.
He's not under the chin, he's on it, but
he's still crushing the side of the carotid artery there.
Wow, and now he lets go. So Barrett out of danger for the moment, but still with Zalal both hooked in on his back.
Watch 12-6, Pete. No 12-6.
Yeah, even on the thigh, no 12-6. That's true.
Now less than 2 minutes to go here in the second round.
He's got to clear these feet, and I know that's really tricky to do when somebody's trying to choke you, right? Because you got to try to do two things at once. Not only do you have to try to cut an angle, then you've got to try to clear the feet or turn into your opponent while still fighting the choke. There's so much that goes into grappling, right? People watching at home, they're like, oh, just turn it.
Get up.
Doesn't work. Yeah, it doesn't work that way. It's very difficult.
So more than 2 minutes of back control time.
That's why I hate it. Oh, here we go again. This might be a better chance for... He's got to watch his arm as he peels him off here. As he shakes him off the top onto his own head.
And Barrett pulling the head of Zalal down to just try to shake him free.
Yeah, he's trying to pull him forward over the top of him.
And if Barrett can get free, he'd be in a great position to start playing some offense.
He's got 2-on-1 here. He's holding on to that wrist. And he can do a couple things. You see how he's going back and forth. He's trying to figure out which way he wants to go. Does he want to pull it over to the opposite side and try to peek out? But now he is flattened out, Brendan. This is bad. He's got to fight that first and foremost. He's got to try to get up to his knees and not be extended. That's trouble. He's got that choke.
Trying the rear naked choke again.
That's really tight. That's tight. Pete's trying to fight the hands, but he's flattened out. He's got no leverage whatsoever right now. 26 seconds.
And he's covered up, so Smith kind of has to see what's going on under there.
We can't even see what's going on right now. I just know that can't be fun. He's fighting it, though. Good job for Barrett.
Yeah, Barrett's still
staying
moving.
Tough here. He's out.
All right, final 10 seconds of the round. So Barrett in survival mode, and he's done so.
Wow.
Another huge round for Yusuf Zalal. But we'll go to round 3 at featherweight.
Stop. Round.
Shell in the lightweight division, plus the return of Felice Herrig. Prelim coverage begins at 6 Eastern. It all leads to the trilogy between Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier for the heavyweight title.
So in that scramble, towards the end of that round, wow, Pete almost eats another head kick, man.
Not almost, did, and kept moving.
We couldn't really see what was happening there, but he fought the hands and he got out of that choke even while flattened out. And that is not easy to do in that position. You have no leverage when you are flattened out like that.
Right.
Daniel Gracie, my coach back in Philly, always says to us, spread the chicken. That's what he calls it. You spread the chicken. That's what he...
Do you know what he's talking about?
When he says spread the chicken, that's what he means right there.
Right.
No,
okay.
No, it means flatten them out and get your hip into them.
So Barrett now with the clinch here. Zalal sitting there smiling with his back against the fence. And Barrett knows it's Hail Mary time in the final 5 minutes after 2 big rounds by Yusuf Zalal.
Yeah, this is crucial for Pete Barrett to really come out here in round 3 and get him down and work his game there or let his hands go. He's got to just say, you know what, I got to go for it. Oh, nice left hand, but a front kick that kind of stopped it from having full impact. Man, Yusuf always looking for knees. I still can't believe off the bat he landed that beautiful spinning back kick to the face. It reminds me of when Fazeev, in his debut, got caught with that spinning back kick. Mustafayev. And he was an underdog in that fight. Yeah. Beautiful spinning back kick right to the chin. Caught him completely off guard. As it usually does when you open a fight with a spinning back kick to the face.
Quick. Which it was in this one.
Nice left hand. Nice combination.
So all again with a leaping knee. And now he goes back to the grappling.
Puts himself in a guillotine, but it looks loose. And the guard is wide open, so if Yusuf needs to jump to the right side, there we go. Beautiful work. Passes right over to side control and avoids that guillotine.
And now goes arm triangle choke here.
He's got it. He's just got to get to the opposite side or at least mount to get the leverage. You see how tight it is from there. I think he can. Oh, nice job from Barrett to get out of that position, but this fight has been all Yusuf Zalal so far. He's still having fun, though, Brendan.
Yeah, they're each talking.
Let's go, Yusuf.
Nice job there.
So Barrett able to scramble. Now caught in a guillotine here momentarily.
He might just snap him down and get to a better position.
There it is.
Nice job. Barrett pulls up. He's going to get his head out now. Spinning elbow.
Zalal still having fun in there. Barrett looking for the knockout blow. Under 2 minutes to go now. Zalal back into the combination. And another single leg. And Barrett back to his back.
Yeah, just smart work, right? I mean, he's an MMA fighter. He's winning on the feet, but he's also seen that he's superior on the ground and in the grappling exchanges. I mean, he's facing a pretty strong wrestler in Pete Barrett, and he's out-wrestled him this entire fight.
Hey, guards open. Go elbow. On your right hip, go lift that foot over here.
Barrett kicks the hips, finds some room. Oh, gives his back there. Corner didn't like that, and now he finds himself under full mount.
Hey, post your hand on his forehead and throw elbow. Let's go, Pete.
Ground and pound short elbow from Zalal. Barrett trying to find any way to escape here. Final minute.
You gotta work. Left hand goes back of his head. Left hand goes back of his head.
Brief submission attempt there for Zalal.
If you get out of this, you gotta really try to finish.
Just impressive for the first 14 plus of this fight. And looking to move to 3-0 in 2020 is Yusuf Zalal. Can he put the finishing touches on this one?
I can't, man, again, this looks much tighter. But the hand is there for Pete to grab. So it's obviously, yeah, it's not tight enough for him. If he's not even addressing that hand that's right there, he's not getting choked.
Barrett back to his feet. Well, toughness through 15 full minutes. Up kicks coming from Zalal as they go bell to bell in this one. But an impressive performance for the Moroccan Devil, Yusuf Zalal. And he expects to get his hand raised when we come back.